Yo and hello everybody, welcome to Saturday at the Dallas Card Show. Oh my gosh, it's packed here. So many people. I mean, the crowds are nuts. Picking up a couple things actually. I'm doing a much more methodical walkthrough of the show floor today, which has given me the chance to really, instead of just flying through and missing stuff, I'm able to, got a lot of time here today, so I'm just gonna be slow go and try to hit literally every table and just see if there's any gems hiding in the rough. And so far I found a couple, so I'll show those to you later. But yeah, great day so far. We'll catch you in a little bit.
That's what me and Rick were talking about, doing something here very shortly with that card. And I don't know, you just don't see any sevens, so you can't really get any comps off of them. There's just not many of them. So, Rick was
All right, everybody, here at the Dallas Card Show, and I am honored, honestly, to be joined by David Mantle.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you. I saw you set up here, and your dad is a hero to me, even though I never saw him play. To so many people, I met him as a kid. He was a gracious signer. And you're here at a hobby show, right?
Yes.
And I know you do this, you're at these quite a bit. Your dad was never into cards, though, was he?
No, in fact, he couldn't understand why, we would even try to get him or something like that. None of us ever had the rookie card, which I had a chance to buy one when I lived in Florida, but I just knew that he wouldn't loan me the money to get it. It wasn't that much back then in,
right.
the 80s. You could have got it for nothing. But, I'm here with Rob, a good friend of mine, too, and we've got him, he's making pins for us now, too, with Dad's name that we're offering to people too for fans and all that stuff.
Nice. He was one of the kind of pioneers in signing at shows.
Oh yeah, and he was so meticulous about his. When we started, I always wondered when did he start, doing his M's that way. And how I found out is we looked at his contracts, and like say 59 and 60, he was starting to do those M's like he finished up with. They were kind of good, but not like they ended up. So
I call them banana M's.
Yep. So by the end of 60, 61, he had it down.
Yeah, and he would just do the shows, and I mean, I'm sure that was a great revenue stream for him.
Oh, he enjoyed it, and it's a way he could be with the fans again and stuff.
Yeah, he was always so nice, and my dad loved him.
Thank you.
And that's just awesome. Did you keep any stuff signed by? Like, do you have?
I do have some things that we did ask Dad to sign certain items for us that might have been limited edition that they made, and we were able to get some copies of it. But I do have stuff like that put up. I've only got one daughter, and then Mickey Jr.'s daughter, Mallory, and she's got a little. Mickey Jr. would have, if he was still here, he's got a little granddaughter now, and she's named Mickey too. So
that's awesome.
But we're trying to get some stuff for Mallory too, because it kind of got lost when Mickey got divorced and Junior got divorced and all that kind of stuff.
Did you ever go to shows with your dad?
Oh yeah, we would take turns to travel. Not when we were kids. As we got older, we would travel with Dad to shows. Me and my brothers, we would take turns going with him or whatever, but we always enjoyed going with him because it was always fun.
Well,
and you get to sit there and help and meet the fans too.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm trying right now today to maybe buy one of your dad's cards.
All right.
One of the older ones that I need. I have most of them already.
It's not the gentleman that has 7 of them, is it?
No. There's a lot of your dad's cards in this room in here. If you walk around, you'll just be like, they're everywhere.
I know. I took a picture with this one man. He has 7 of Dad's rookie cards.
Yeah.
And I was just going, God, we don't even have one.
I have one.
Yeah.
But your dad is the king of the hobby. Like.
Yep.
The hobby was not a huge deal. It was very small in the 80s and 90s. Your dad, because so many people of that generation followed your dad, right? And so I consider him the GOAT of the hobby. Like, he is it. Ruth is the greatest player of all time.
Right.
Mickey Mantle is the GOAT of the hobby. And
he's I'm just very proud that he is still so, sought after and everything after all these years.
And guys like me that never saw him play.
Yeah, and
Love
then
your
they
dad.
Tops did an NFT.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that or not.
Yeah,
It was
52
over the
Tops.
last week. Yes.
Yeah. It's awesome. Well, thanks for spending a couple minutes.
Oh, no
Man,
problem.
appreciate
Anytime,
it.
buddy.
Yeah, thanks. Have a good
Good
one.
to see you.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Bye-bye.
See y'all later.
I'm sad, man. I don't know what to do. I'm not really sad. I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to buy a really big card, like really big. What do you think, Andy?
It's a lot of money, but it's a really big card. It's a nice card.
Struggles. Hopefully everybody else out there has this when they want to, or deciding. Everybody has their level of what big is to them, right? But it's a lot of money. I did call Julie. She gave me the old, do whatever you think, do whatever you want. Not the answer I was looking for. Is that ever what you want to hear from your wife, Andy?
That's even more pressure.
I said, do I make bad decisions? She's like, no, but don't make one this time. I'm like, oh my gosh. The card's a 52 Bowman Mantle, PSA 4. I need it for my Mantle run. Kind of one of those Grail cards. And the prices of that stuff has just gone nutso. Don't know what to do. What do you think I should do, Ian?
Don't ask me. This is
Not your money?
I can't take the blame one way or the other for this one.
What if it turns out really good? And it's not about, I'm not buying the card as an investment. But you gave me a great quote earlier. You said, it's buy it now or buy it later.
Yeah, you're going to buy it at some point.
Right.
It's not like you're not going to have this card at some point.
I'll keep chewing on it. I'll let y'all know later if I got it. All right, so Michael and I are opening packs, retail packs of 2001 Bowman's Best. Chance of pulling Ichiro. Chance of pulling Pujols. We'll see what we get.
And they're great looking cards, just the base card.
Jason Marquis.
I got a rookie card of Ben Washburn,
Oh, there's only 3 cards per pack.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
and these are numbered.
Is that a Pudge?
$29.99. Yeah,
What are the refractors number 2?
they're not refractors. Yeah, they're just the base
just
cards.
base.
$29.99.
Yeah, all the rookies are base are $29.
How's it going?
I was just gonna open a couple packs.
Rafael Olivo.
Good luck.
Rafael.
Let's see what I hear.
Greg. See what Michael gets in his set.
Autograph.
Of who?
Never heard of him.
Never gonna make it. Never made it.
Didn't make it.
Never made it.
So I'm getting all the hits.
You are. Thanks for handing me. I noticed you. Did you weigh all these?
I did. Yes.
Jason Romano.
I got some kind of die cut here too.
Jeez, you're killing me.
Impact players. I don't know
Jason
much about
Jones.
those. Yeah.
Cal Ripken.
Clemens. I don't know if we'll get another rookie in that many. I don't know how often you get them.
That's appropriate that I pulled Josh Hamilton.
Look at that, Josh.
This is some kind of insert. Rookie fever. Yeah, Manny Ramirez, rookie fever. Manny hot packs, and then Mr. Jeter.
And I got his future
A-Rod,
teammate.
A-Rod and
A-Rod.
Jeter.
Those are beautiful cards.
They're awesome.
That's what I'm thinking.
They're
awesome.
really beautiful.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right, now what? That's our 4 pack.
We got to do some more.
Okay, do some more.
All right.
These are really pretty.
I'm gonna let you
keep it rolling.
Yeah, keep it rolling.
I'll let you grab you 4 more. But you pick yours out this time.
I got 4.
Okay.
I like these. I like that left side. I felt it on the left
All right. These are gonna be the last 4 until we open more.
side. So we pull something worth having.
We'll see.
Jason Worth, gotta remember him.
He's worthless.
Here's a rookie, Jonathan Johnson.
Yeah.
Not the rookie we're looking
Not the
for.
one. I got Adrian Gonzalez,
Jeff Cirillo,
Justice, Chippa.
2 other former teammates.
Got two rookies. Two rookies makes me feel like they show up a little bit more than I thought.
Yeah, maybe. These are retail, right?
Yeah.
Edgar, Hall of Famer. Ooh, is that like a gold?
No, they're all. I don't think there's any right now.
Oh, you're right. That's
Parallels on
pretty.
those.
That's just cool looking.
Allen and Ginter, Keith Ginter. So I got another rookie, Octavio Martinez. These are $29.99. Richard Hidalgo. Man,
should be Hall of Famer.
I just want to see a Pujols come out of this. That beautiful red jersey.
Yeah.
J.R. House, Jose Valentin, and Chris Benson. Those are terrible packs.
Wait, Oswald?
You got a die cut, Josh Hamilton die cut.
God, I pulled 2 Josh Hamiltons. Are you serious? But look how...
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I opened it.
Burrows.
These have got some serious shine to them. Look at that.
They do.
Guys, what are you guys looking for? What are you guys looking for?
Looking to sell these calls.
We'll take a break. We'll do some more later.
Oh, I think Intro and Pujols maybe?
Yeah.
All right. Albert Pujols rookie cards and
Wah, wah, wah.
Shocker. Shocker.
It wasn't that bad. I mean, like, you get what, 3 serial.
All right, so we are back home again from the Dallas show. Day 2 is over. Saturday's over. Last day of the show for me. Last day of the show for JT. Are you sad, JT?
Always.
Always. Yeah, always sad to end a show. But JT did, he's crying. He did really good too. So make sure you check out JT's channel. Watch his recap whenever he gets it done. Are you ever going to get your video done?
It's coming.
It's coming. He says it's coming. So, yeah, if you saw earlier, I was lamenting the choice. And I was probably being a little melodramatic, honestly. It's just a card, right? But I did, ended up picking up not that Mantle that I was talking about, but another one. And I'll show you to you here in a little bit. Today, the vibe of the show was, it was crazy busy. So many people, like literally, you know, shoulder to shoulder, nuts to butts, as we like to say down here in Texas. It was busy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Lots of people, more people than yesterday for sure. But it was Saturday, you know, and signers were there today and lots of Cowboys were signing and stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed the David Mantle interview part of this. It was so cool to meet him, and we talked, and he's just down-to-earth dude, and that was fun to do that. Hung out again with Andy and Michael, and saw Mark again, Foo, 3112, saw Texas Card Dude. Yeah, Sasha T was here in Dallas, and Ryan, Card Collector 2, was here again. So lots of great people. The deals were good today. I mean, I didn't, other than the big card, I didn't buy much really at all, other than a really big card, the Mantle, that I'm going to talk about, but lots of little stuff. So I don't have much else to say about the show. Great time. There's another one coming up in a couple of months, so we'll do that then. But let's look at some cards. Hang on one second. Check them out. All right, so a lot like yesterday, today was kind of just random day. Again, there's not a ton of vintage there, but it was just still fun to look around, and always fun to look at cards. JT was actually looking and found this for me, a 1987 Topps Jack Morris signed, JSA authenticated, $10.
Yeah.
Is that right? $10 I paid for that? Yeah. So JT found that for me. It's awesome. Always good. Then I got, again, random guys, like Troy Aikman, 1989 Topps traded rookie in a 9. He had it marked for 20, which is less than what they sell for. And this is just more about being a Cowboys fan. I'd love to have the score Aikman rookie, but this was $15. So for a 9, like, all right, I'll do that. And then this was another rando. I have the Luka Prism rookie. Now, maybe I'll just go for the run. No, it's just mint 9 in this, $10. I mean, it was like, why not? A guy had a stack of them, and it was $10. So sure, I'll buy a slab, Luka. And I'm a Mavericks guy and love him. Luka's great. So You're seeing a theme here. I got 9, 9, then here's another 9. Oops. Drop it. That's okay. Ronald Acuna Jr. This is I have an Acuna rookie in the Topps Living set. And I'm like, you know, I don't like there's so many of the bases, and there's a lot of these too, no doubt. But I just think the chrome's a better image, him hitting like that. Just a cool card. And so I found this 9, and there were a bunch of these there. Obviously, because there's a ton of them out there. And most of the guys wanted, I don't know, 9s were, most guys were selling them for 110. One guy had one for 150. You could buy a 10 for 140. And this guy had this mint 9 marked at $50. And I said, hey, I'll do 40, because that's kind of what they go for. And he said, man, I got 110 into these. And I'm like, basically, that's not my problem. Sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I'll give you 40. And we ended up settling on $45. So I thought that was a good deal for Acuna. Hopefully they get a season going and he can start having an impact for the Braves again. But I bought it just because I think it's everything's cheap, it feels like right now, especially for modern guys, because they're not selling for a lot. Like this guy. This guy's stuff has gotten really cheap too. Here's a 2014 Heritage Mike Trout portrait cap logo. This was a $20 card. So, I mean, again, you can't even grade a card for less than 50, right? At PSA, and this is a mint 9. Like, great. I'd love I'm trying to get all the Heritage Trouts. I just think they're great cards. And so if you're going to get a Trout run, I'd love the base cards and the Heritage. So got that, 20 bucks. All right, now a couple of vintage cards, and we'll be done. The first one, this was like in a back corner, which is great. If you're at a show, man, just don't be afraid to kind of look where no one else is looking, because you never know what you're going to find. Some people think if nobody's looking there, it's because there's not anything there. And the reality is some people just kind of get lost in the shuffle. There's so many people, so many dealers. It's easy to walk over stuff that might be some little diamonds in the rough. And so I found this beautiful 50 Bowman Pee Wee Reese in a case that was, tucked in a corner kind of thing. No one was looking at it. There was a bunch of other stuff, non-baseball stuff in there. So it stuck out to me like a sore thumb. And it's this great little 2.5. Reasonably, it's okay centering. Obviously, 50 Bowmans are just tiny cards anyway, but a 2.5. And I mean, the guy had $80 on it, which was already not unreasonable. And I ended up getting it for $55. So, I mean, yeah, look at that. 50 Bowman Pee Wee Reese. It's got a little wrinkle like right here. Hard to see. I mean, you can't see it on the... Oh, yeah, you can maybe. But there's a little wrinkle right there, but doesn't go into his face or anything. So, yeah, another one off the 4 decade set. And then the big purchase of the weekend. Man, I went into this weekend not at all expecting to buy a card like this. That's just the truth. I had set kind of a budget, and like you heard, I did have to talk to Julie on this one just because I was just thinking about, am I being silly? But this was a deal. So I was looking at a PSA 4. There was a guy that had a 4, and it was an older graded 4 that I think if you submitted it today would be probably a 3, honestly. Don't you agree, JT?
100%.
Yeah, so we were both looking at it. JT, I had Andy look at it. I got a bunch of guys' opinions on it. Just, when you buy a bigger card, you always don't want to make that decision in a vacuum. You want to get other people to either affirm or say, hey, maybe that's not the right one. And my friends are honest with me, and I want them to be. That's what you want. I want them to tell me the truth, what they think, because at the end of the day, it's my decision, but still I value their input. So I certainly rely on they're not emotionally invested in the decision of me buying this card. So they can look at it from a perspective that's different than mine. And that's always what you want in the situation. So the 4 had some staining on the back. The corners were a lot more fuzzy. And honestly, when I looked at it, I didn't think it looked like a 4. But I had a numerical grade of a 4 and ended up not buying it. Going away, trying to do some trading. I had, my Harper that I tried to trade, put in a trade for it. Nothing worked. So I kind of walked away. And then I kind of, okay, Andy said, you know, if you're going to buy it now. Like I showed you earlier, you know, you're going to buy it at some point. So I decided to kind of go back and see how low I could get him to go on it. If I could get squeeze any more juice out of the price. Show up and the guy had sold the card. And I'm like, wow. And he's like, man, I wish I could have sold it to you, but a guy had cash and ready to go. So I missed out on it. And I was kind of bummed. I was like, well, I guess it wasn't meant to be. So I walked around a little bit more, and then I saw this 3, and it was significantly less expensive than the 4. And I just was like, wow. And it looked really nice, like super clean. And so, like, I'm going to show you guys this card up close. It's as pretty as it looks on camera. Like, really, the centering's pretty solid. It's a little bit diamond cut slightly from left to right, as you can see up there at the top. But eye appeal, the color, the registration, beautiful. And the back is super clean. No gum stains, no nothing. I mean, it is gorgeous. So ultimately made a deal on this. Again, way cheaper than the 4. And then I took this card back to the guy that had the 4 that had sold it, and I took it to him, and he said, yeah, I'd rather have this card than mine. I mean, he said, this one's way better. And that was an affirming, you know, conversation to have with him, to go, yeah, I think you made a great choice to buy this one, the guy that I would have bought the other card from. So ultimately, it's amazing how that works. You know, you think you miss out. And as I tell everybody, you know, it's not, unless it's a one-on-one, there's going to be another one. And so the moment of regret is followed by a moment of elation when you finally get the card that you wanted, that looks great at a great price and all that kind of stuff. So picked up this 52 Bowman. It fits, you know, 500, whatever, 4-decade set, 300 great cards, Mantle run, all. I mean, it's just checked so many boxes in my collection. So thrilled to have it. So that is it from the Dallas show for now. We'll catch you guys soon. Keep collecting.